Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Success with Nicole and
Demario.
Happy Thursday, you guys. We're going to give everyone a chance to join us. Babe, how is your tea this morning?
Tea is pretty good.
The tea is pretty good. Are you sure? Because you're not crunk yet. You don't seem like you're good and
I be
crunk.
wanting coffee, and I'm trying to do something different.
And we're trying to supplement with tea and be good.
Tea just don't work. Like coffee, it just don't.
It just doesn't work the same.
It don't do it. It tastes good, but
It's not the same.
you need something to make it go pow. I wish they had a little peel. They probably do. The B supplements and the B vitamins. Yeah, I need to get up on those.
Okay. Well, we're going to give our viewers time to join in. Welcome to Good Morning Success, you guys. It is a daily talk show for the driven. Good morning, Kat Corchado. Woo! Kat, how are you today? Thanks for joining us. Again, you guys, welcome to Good Morning Success. We have a topic, Demario, that I am super excited about. We are going to be talking about abundance or fear. That is really today's question. And before anyone has to ask, what is the word for today?
For the word for today. Well, we're gonna come back to. Because when you get into the subject,
then the word for today.
We might develop a new word.
Okay.
First, I want to say thank you, everyone. So far, every morning we've been having over 100 live views, and then it trails throughout the day when we hitting those numbers, 300, whatever. But over 100 people watching live every morning.
And we are so excited. And Kat Corchado, thank you so much for being faithful and joining on time this morning. And I want to say Kat Corchado is the CEO and founder of the Welcome Veterans Project, helping veterans thrive in 30 days of transition. We are so excited. And Kat has a new website. Oh my goodness. The website, I think, is welcomeveterans.com, if I'm not mistaken. Good morning, Peter.
It's still under construction.
It is,
as we are building it, because this is a major project.
Yes.
Kat, did I tell you I called VA the other day telling them that I wanted to make an appointment? They tried to give me some pills over the phone. I was like, really?
Yeah, this is VA for you. This is part of the problem.
But Welcome Veteran.
Yes.
WelcomeVeteran.com is going to be Kat's website. She's launching real big. This is not a mediocre project that can happen in 30 days. This is something that's going to trail from now until.
And so Kat Corchado, we're super excited to have worked with Kat, to still be working with Kat, to develop this amazing concept from beginning to winning. And it's needed, right? Because what Kat is a veteran herself. Demario, you're a veteran yourself, so you really appreciated working on a project of this magnitude. And the goal, and I'm going to put this out there, Kat, don't kill me for this, but our goal for the Welcome Veterans Project is to have a launch on or around Veterans Day. So that's what we are striving for. Woo! So Kat, we're super excited that you're doing this for the veteran community. We're taking all veterans, and I love Kat's concept and idea. We see this thing expanding globally, going from city to city. Welcome Veteran Charlotte, Welcome Veteran Atlanta. Kat has it all on lock, trademark, copyright. We're looking for collaborators and contributors. Next, we've got Peter, we got Terry. We're going to talk about Terry too in a minute, but Peter, good morning, Peter. Listen, Peter is Mr. Make It Happen, isn't he? If y'all don't know Peter Proctor, look him up. This man is the who's who of the Huntsville, Alabama area. In a moment, the U.S. is going to know his name. He is changing the game, doing some amazing things for the fine arts community. And Demario, I'm just looking forward to the summer with Peter Proctor. What about you?
Yes.
Spending some time in Huntsville.
We got it, Peter.
Peter, we got you.
But you know what?
What?
I got to do a quick shout out because we locked in surely yesterday with Sheila Capers. Spotless cleaning. We locked it in. We're going in on some new dynamics. I got to say a congratulations to Sheila.
Yeah.
Because you know how I told you I get excited when people utilize me in that other form?
Yes. What's the other form, babe? Just for the viewing audience.
When we get to go deep into the digital marketing and technology world, I love that space.
Yes.
Beyond the other stuff that's on this side.
Yes.
But Sheila Caper, we are launching basically a deep infusion sauce.
Yes.
connection with QuickBooks,
integration and all that,
integration, so she can be hands off.
And that's Spotless LLC. That's Sheila Capers. Every morning, she and her team watch us faithfully. They watch and support the Good Morning Success team. Thank you guys so much. Let's shout out. There was Wilson Crickets. Let's shout out Terry, and then let's go to Wilson, and then let's go to Kevin Wilson. Terry Budget. Good morning, my friend. Terry with Alpha Success Online. Again, another great Grow Getter client who we have the pleasure of working with to develop. Terry has something amazing happening this week, and Terry is going to be moderating a leadership panel for the Rotary Club. I'm super excited that he was able to do that. I was not able to make that, but Terry has got it. He's a keynote national speaker. You guys look into Terry Budget. Alpha Success Online is really about developing leaders, getting them out of that managerial mindset and on, to being leaders and industry influencers. So,
and also we would be, I said, updating. Because we had already created a thing with Terry.
We did.
And Terry is
expanding and advancing. Very good today. Is it? I don't know what it is, but
time out.
I'm sorry, y'all. Stop. You're so silly. All right.
But thank you, dear. You look
welcome.
very nice.
Oh, thank you. I tried.
Right,
you like that, baby? Oh, stop it.
All right. But
Wilson Crickets came on too. Good morning. I think that's his first time. Oh, is it? Did I say Crickets? Wilson, don't beat me up. I'm so sorry.
That's Meta Marvin.
Talk about Meta Marvin real quick, babe. You got to talk about it real quick. Just real quick.
Well, I did talk about it. I can't tell you too much.
You talked about Meta. Listen, Meta Marvin, his mind is on something else, another world. He's great to work with. He's a critical thinker, doing some things in the community.
But Wilson, Secret Tickets, basically has a platform, just like Ticketmaster. Basically online.
He does?
Yes.
Now, I don't think I knew that.
There's a website that you can go to and actually save money on concert tickets and events and things of that nature.
Yes.
You still there, Mr. Wilson? Go ahead and put that link up there. In the comments, and we'll shout that out for sure.
Then let's talk about Kevin Wilson too. Kevin Wilson. I got to tell you this. I love smart people. I love people who are smart. They are intellectuals and they share that knowledge. And you guys are in for a treat because we are getting ready to talk about today. We're going to talk about it. Abundance or fear. And let me tell you, if you are a mentor, if you are a coach, if you are a consultant, you need to absolutely listen into today's broadcast because I'm going to break it down and I might even step on some toes. And when I step on toes, it's out of love. So get your pen and paper and share this because you guys know I always keep it real because I love you. And I first went through it and someone challenged me one day about the state of abundance or fear. And so I'm sharing that back with you all. But Kevin, I got to just give Kevin a shout out. Kevin, if I remember, I think, Kevin, you're in Atlanta. We're supposed to connect. Kevin is an influencer. He has a huge following. He's always sharing knowledge. He's always solving a problem, always supporting us. So we love to support you. Thank you, Kevin, for being who you are to our community. Now, real quick, the foundation of Good Morning Success for people who are new. Good Morning Success is a daily inspirational show. It's for the driven. It's where we sow seeds into you, but you also sow seeds into us. And we love for our audience to talk back. We always start with putting what's on our agenda today, and then we ask you what is on your agenda. So, Meta Marvin, Kevin Wilson, Kat Corchado, Terry Budget, Peter Proctor, what do you have on your agenda today? While you're talking about it, Demario is going to talk about what we have on our agenda. Yeah, baby, you can talk about it because they said I don't let you talk.
Sometimes when you say that, I don't even want to talk. But anyway, what we have on our agenda, we have a bunch of, I'm going to call it Stand Up Thursday.
Ooh, I like, say it again, babe.
Stand Up Thursday.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of infrastructure, especially digital infrastructures, that we are standing up today. With inside our own business as well as other people's business.
Yes.
We're basically trying to get everybody launched.
Yes.
By the first week of June, making sure everybody is standing up strong by the first week in June.
This light is driving me crazy.
I thought it was just me.
It's driving me. Just please put it on. Well, no. Okay, that's cool. All right, so now we're keep talking. I got it. Keep talking. You keep talking.
See, she loves perfect lighting.
All right, so Stand Up Thursdays.
Stand Up Thursday. So we're standing up a bunch of people's businesses today.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get that out because I was thinking about something else.
So
I just wanted to throw this in there right quick.
Okay.
Because it's
and then,
chattering on my mind.
Okay,
remember to send in your mugs. Remember to hit us up on what'soursecretsauce.com
Wait, but we need to talk about, so we had, first let's cheers, and let me give you a kiss. Mwah. All right, so two things happened. Peter Proctor Jr. and Sheila Capers, and Peter, this is how you know you got a good idea, because Sheila Capers, another one of our Grow Getters, came to us. Both you and Sheila had the idea that if we've done any business with you in the past, if you send us your mug, we will drink from your mug. Because you know, part of our ritual every single morning on Good Morning Success is to drink our tea and our coffee. So if you send us your business brand, whether you've done business with us or not, but we will drink out of your mugs and we'll talk about your business. So that was a great idea from Peter. He's such an unagi sauce. If you don't know what that means, go to whatsyoursecretsauce.com, find out what your secret sauce is. Most of the people on this show know what their secret sauce is.
Yes.
Sheila, you need to take the secret sauce for yourself. Go to whatsyoursecretsauce.com. Take it for free right now. Find out what your sauce is. But they both came to us independently with different ideas for the mug. So great job.
Send the mugs. We're reaching an upwards of 2,000 people per week.
Okay, let me read what people are doing. And I'm sorry.
Great advertisement for you, but yeah, you touch it.
Well,
every time you touch the screen,
I messed it up. Well, I think I remember. So Terry Budget, first of all, thank you for the love. Terry said that
he's got some
music,
our way. Some music artists.
Right. So Terry's got music
looking
artists
to grow their business. Great, because you know that's a great field to be in.
Thank you, Terry.
Peter. We're actually we're in cahoots in launching a new radio station out of Atlanta.
Yes, we are.
Independent Radio 365. We are launching that out of Atlanta. No, we're not the ones on it.
We're making it happen.
Not yet. But we're standing it up as well. So great for music artists. Peter says, planning and meeting on today.
Oh, Peter, you're getting your cup designed as you speak. We love it. We love it. We love it. Kat Corchado, you're quiet, girlfriend. You should be working on your speaking topics, I think, if I remember. Let me know what you're working on today. Sheila Capers, we know what you're working on today. Infusionsoft, so that my dear here can solve that problem. So what else are you guys doing? Kevin Wilson, anything exciting on your agenda? Wilson Tickets, anything exciting on your agenda? I want to talk about...
We can't leave out all the other people that be watching that just don't press that I know you watching button.
Right, I know y'all watching. So what y'all doing today? Tammy! Listen, we love Tammy's a regular. We love Tammy. Tammy is Mrs. Make It Happen. Do you hear me? She's out of Raleigh. But real quick, let me tell you what I love about Tammy. By the way, Peter said you look nice today. Tammy, this is what I love about you. I think Tammy and I met in one of these Facebook groups. Tammy took it upon herself to take it the next step, befriend me outside of the group, connect with me. When I talk about a good heart, and this is what I'm going to talk about today. When I talk about abundance or fear, it's people like Tammy who do operate from a state of abundance, who are not intimidated, who don't mind the contributing, the collaboration. She's been involved in so many meaningful things. I love Tammy. She's made some great connections. So welcome to Good Morning Success. Tammy, what do you have on your agenda today? While you're doing that, there are some things I wanted to talk about, honey, if that's okay. That's on our agenda as well. So a couple of things we have on today, and this is why you need that Thursday, that planning, that I call it Thursday Thought Day. We love you back, Tammy. What we're going to be focusing on, so Grow Getter has officially picked up 2 new affiliates. And I shouldn't say Grow Getter, but our What's Your Secret Sauce program has picked up 2 new affiliate trainers. And so I have been bogged down making sure that one of the affiliate trainers has all of her marketing documentation that she needs. So that is going to be Attorney Anitra. Hey, Alonzo, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Success. So Attorney Anitra is a What's Your Secret Sauce industry trainer for attorneys. Renee is, we're in talks with her to do it for playwrights, but I don't know, because Peter, we've got some conversations going there too. We also have a What's Your Secret Sauce industry trainer for people who are in multi-level marketing groups. So this is anyone who is a part of some sort of network marketing, whether it's Arbonne, Herbalife, World Ventures, it doesn't matter. We want to do a What's Your Secret Sauce to say, hey, what makes you different? Even though you're selling the same product, how can you stand out and sell whatever your product is better? We needed a leader to drive that industry, and we have someone right now. If you're interested in being a What's Your Secret Sauce affiliate trainer, it's a great program. We're getting a lot of traction from the corporate market, the commercial industry. Hit us up, whatsyoursecretsauce.com. But anyway, hey, Alonzo, good morning. Welcome. So anyway, my point was I'm working on some marketing today. I have to put brochures together for the affiliate program, and I also am working on a prototype for the What's Your Secret Sauce printing kit to show what's in the full program. So we're excited about that. And can I tell them one more exciting thing? Real quick. Just real quick. I promise to God I'll be quick. Guys, guess what? You don't know this because I hadn't been talking about it because Demario said I talk too much. That's what you said on Monday. So I'll keep it brief. What I'm really excited about is we have a new partner that's going to be doing endorsements. She's a woman-owned business, and she makes pepper jellies, man. She makes the Bermuda. Wait, that's the wrong accent. But she makes pepper jellies and salsas, right? And so she and I brokered a deal where she's going to do a What's Your Secret Sauce version, like a little novelty jar. So each person who takes the What's Your Secret Sauce workshop, and even the corporate participants, along with their training booklet, will get a What's Your Secret Sauce jelly. And this is a way to promote her business. She's a woman-owned business. We're working together this year because the goal is you first do a test with a local business, and then you can go after Sriracha and Heinz for a bigger endorsement deal on the What's Your Secret Sauce. Yay! Y'all, I'm always thinking big. So, that's what's happening today.
I want to create my own sauce. I don't want nobody to create my sauce.
What you mean, babe?
I want to create my own sauce.
Well, maybe we could go to someone who already makes sauces and get a secret sauce version.
I don't want them to make it. I want to create my own.
But you can't be the expert at everything, boo.
How we know? My sauce might taste good.
Y'all tell him. Stay in your lane and do what you're good at.
No, my sauce. I wanted to develop my own secret sauce and come out with it. It's not going to be part of the What's Your Secret Sauce brand. It's going to be the extended DI version.
Oh.
Now, if you was watching yesterday, you'll understand what DI means. We're going to be creating our own line of top secret sauces, but that's how we're going to communicate.
Honey.
We're going to communicate because this check this out. 2 seconds. You know how we're going to communicate silently. You're going to hand me a biscuit and I'm going to taste it and I'm going to know what sauce that is. That's the way I know you in the DI community. That way no one around us will even know
Good morning to Kenya.
that we're all in the DI thing. We got to trade something like, hey, how are you doing today?
Okay.
Here, would you like a biscuit?
Okay. That is a great, let's parking lot that idea, baby.
I'm telling you, it's going to be the...
Baby, we're going to parking lot that idea, okay? And then we're going to come back to it. That's a great idea, sweetheart.
And that's probably how people reacted when the man came and said, I'm going to create this thing that you can hang clothes on around a bar.
No, women, this is me supporting my man's idea. Okay, 007 on always on the move.
Abundance or fear.
Well, okay, let me shout out to Kenya real quick, then we're going to jump into, let me tell y'all, the baddest hairstylist, and I do mean the baddest. What I love about Kenya is she can take a short look, a long look, no matter what your look is, and the girl will have you looking like amazing, like a goddess. She's so good. I've never seen a hairstylist perfect the short look and the longer hair, and Kenya does that. And Kenya, can you do something for my man?
This grew back in 1 week.
His hair grows back so quickly. God. He'll shave it in the morning, and then at breakfast time, 2 hours later, it's more hair.
Do something with this. Got some nair.
Yeah, but listen, I can't wait to jump into today's topic. You guys, first of all, you're supposed to be typing what's on your agenda. This is interactive. You help us make the show. So
we can't make them.
Well, I can't make you, but I'm encouraging you. I strongly encourage it.
Watch, maybe they're not typing because they don't have nothing to do today.
Well,
maybe this might be somebody's
If you're
off
doing
day.
Nothing, say I'm doing nothing.
No, they can't say that because the rule of thumb is to make people think you're working.
Okay.
The entrepreneur life, you're supposed to make people think you're working.
Think you're working.
Yeah.
Okay. So, to Kenya, girl, you the baddest. You the baddest. That's all. I'm gonna leave it there. You the baddest. So, Kat, good morning again. I just gonna force Kat to say something. Kat say good morning again.
Now I'm gonna have to cut my dear off because she gonna shout every last one of y'all out. And I'm concerned that when we get up to 100 of y'all chatting, the show is just gonna be about shouting everybody up.
Stick and wear hair works. Okay.
I don't know what that is, Peter.
Peter, tell him in the private chat with that.
But you do know I will research it. Okay,
today's topic, I'm so excited. Let me warn you ahead of time. This is that video that you're going to want to share. You're going to want to tag a friend because we are going to go there. We're going to ask you, are you operating from a state of abundance or a state of fear? So, in order to set this up, let me go there. There are tons of people on today's program that are mentors. You call yourself a coach. And listen, I do too. I'm not, so this is about to get deep, okay? We have a title of expert, coach, consultant, mentor, all of these amazingly wonderful things where we are industry influencers and we want people to follow the advisement that we believe we've perfected. Okay, I'll say it like that. Let me share some insight with you. A couple of years ago, when I was first creating my own business as a business growth expert, okay, I remember trying to expand and create a software around my business where, if you guys are familiar with LegalZoom, I was trying to be the LegalZoom of strategy. Before you try to take it, it's already trademarked. But anyway, my point is, so I was on all these pitch competitions, and I come from a background of like programming and requirements with systems and technology. So I had designed this entire concept around how people who didn't know they had a question or an answer in business could go to this new website. They could put in the scenario or the question, and in a matter of seconds, we would share a strategy, an answer, and it could be it was kind of like a call and response system. It was like a LegalZoom, remember?
Yes.
And it was called Grow Getter 2.0. So I started going to all these tech groups, right, to build it out, Silicon Valley, and to people, and I even had a pitch competition. A capital investor said, if you can get this off the ground, you're going to be a millionaire woman. This is an amazing concept that no one has perfected, because it would take lots of code. It takes someone who's intellectual to build the strategy so that any question someone has, your system yields the answer, strategic answer, okay? Now, here's what I didn't know. My problem then is I was wrapped up in being the expert. I'm going to say it again. I had a problem, apparently, where I wanted to be the expert. So I walked around and I was calling myself, and y'all remember this, the Chief Grow Getter. You remember that not that long ago. And the Chief Grow Getter was growing you from possibility to profitability. And it was really about me being the coach. So I went to this meeting, this 3-hour Silicon Valley meeting with these tech guys, and they introduced me to someone else who was influential, and his name was Henry, and I won't give his last name. Henry shook my hand and he said, so what do? You're here talking to these guys. Tell me about your business. So I said, oh, well, I do strategic growth planning, and I'm an expert. I help to architect people's dreams. I'm like a dreamscaper, a landscaper of dreams. And I was all kind of proud, okay, because I was good at it. I could take anyone's vision and really make it talk back to you. It was that good. And I was proud. And do you know what he said to me? He says to me, I'm not impressed with that. And I was like, oh, what?
That was a good word, though. That was hot. I'm not impressed with that.
But let me tell you where he was going, and my feelings were all kind of stepped on. And I said, excuse me? And he said, why would you do that? And I was very confused. I said, what do you mean, why would I do that? People need help. I'm a coach. I coached them through it. This is what I do. I did this for Fortune 500 companies. He said, but you're never going to scale like that. I said, what? I was so confused, apparently. I said, I don't understand what you mean. He said, you are never going to grow your business with this business being about you. You cannot be the expert. Your main mission in life is to teach others how to be the architects of their own vision. And I stopped for a second and I said, so what are you saying? And he said, as long as you have the mentality that this is centered around you, as long as you continue to make this business about you and you being the expert, you have to move yourself out of the way and operate from a state of abundance, right? Where you're teaching people how to be their own architects of their own vision. You take the knowledge that you have, and instead of all of these customizable solutions, what would happen if you removed the term coach and you became a trainer and you trained people on how to build their own strategic plans? You gave the jewels. So then I thought for a second, and this is why I ask you, state of abundance or state of fear. The first thing as he was talking that I was thinking about is, well, if I show people how to do it, I won't have a job, right? This is y'all know I'm about to get real. My first problem with what he said at the time is if I show them everything that I know, if I open up my closet, my arsenal, and I start to give it away, that takes something from me. I'm going to lose something. I'm afraid. State of fear. He said, but you will reach more people. He said, you can't open up the front door and let people in while you're trying to guard the back door. It's either or. Are you operating from a state of abundance or a state of fear? He said, as long as you get consumed with who's going to rip you off, still you know that your gifts will make room for you. The real legacy, the real gold mine is the ability to teach people how to fish, and you will always be relevant because people will always need fish. But as long as you make this business about you, that means you're the only one who can do it. And lo and behold, should something happen to you, there's no succession plan, right? You are where it starts and stops. That's a problem. You really want to impress me. You really want to scale. Create classes where you travel all over the world and you teach other people, right, how to become the architects of their own success, a state of abundance. And you start to open up your inventory and say, if you pay for the program, you pay for the training, you can get these documents that I created. I'm not worried about you ripping them off. You put your copyright on it. Right? You put your trademark on it and you put it out there in the universe. God didn't give you this gift for you to sit on it and hold on to it and use it for you. Are you operating from abundance or from fear? So this is so important. So this is what I want to ask everybody on today's broadcast, including you. You and I have had this conversation. So many of us get consumed with feeling like we have to be the expert. I got to protect it. I got to protect my neck. I created this. This is my technique. This is my thing. I say put your name on it, copyright it, trademark it, patent it if you have to, and teach it. Get paid to teach. Everybody who's on this broadcast today does something amazing that someone else would pay for. Someone else would pay to know what you know. Let me help you understand. People can compete with what you do, but no one can ever compete with who you are. What God has for you is yours and yours alone. And so there will never be another Dawn Nicole. There will never be a Demario McElwain, honey. Right? And so stop worrying about who's going to come and infringe and rip you off. As long as you are you, no one can duplicate you. You got something that can't be bought, taught, or duplicated. You can teach them the technique. You can get paid for eons, and your legacy lives on. Are you operating from a state of abundance or a state of fear?
Well, very well said, Madea.
I just dropped the mic here. Let me put it back on the table.
Yeah, a puff of dust came up off the floor. But to go take it a little bit deeper than that, you will attract and make manifest whatever or however you think.
Absolutely.
So therefore, in your business, if you're always concerned about someone stealing your idea, 9 times out of 10, someone's going to steal your idea.
You already know. It's the law of attraction.
Yeah, it's the law of attraction. Because I'm going to tell you what I did in my business. When I was dealing with the entertainment side of marketing. Mm-hmm. My first book that I wrote, I put all the answers to all of my questions, and I put the process down of how I did it. Mm-hmm. I remember, I was telling you, the radio station out of L.A., when I interviewed, they was like, you're crazy. You wrote a book and put your whole business, and like,
you laid it out.
How I say yes, because I knew that no one would read the book from the beginning to the end. And secondly, I knew if you read the whole book, that doesn't mean you still would know how to put everything together like
Absolutely.
I did.
Absolutely.
So, but I wanted the people to understand the process, and even behind the scenes, my third party people, just the whole 9 yards. But I didn't have a fear of you duplicating what I was doing, because
Tammy said, name your book.
Oh, the book on the music side is called Your Music is Hot, but Online You're Not. And it's a whole nother thing. It's a whole thing about, music artists thinking, basically fearing that they have this one song and they carry it like a baby, but it's nowhere online. You need to spread it wide. Right. But anyway, the whole concept behind that was, I don't fear people taking what I done, or because you can't take how I do it.
Right. They'll never be you.
You and I can cook the same cake, but it's not going to taste the same.
It's not going to taste the same.
So therefore, abundance of fear.
You could have put all the same ingredients in too.
Yeah, you can follow.
Don't make me go there.
How many people follow a recipe and still be like, oh,
yes,
it didn't taste like.
Well, I did everything you said, Mama.
Well, did you put the cups of sugar?
Yeah, I put the cups of sugar.
Oh, baby, I put mine in a black skillet. Oh. Did you use a black skillet?
No, I didn't use it. You gotta have the black skillet.
And then I do this little twist.
Right.
Oh, you gotta
right
quick, because this is so funny to me.
Yes, go ahead.
You have to tell the story about cutting the ham.
Oh my goodness!
Cutting the ham in half. I'm telling you, it's gonna be relevant.
I'll make it relevant. I'll make it relevant. Some of y'all have heard the story, so I'm gonna just tell it my way because I told it to Demario and he was like, "Wow, that's interesting." So you have a woman. It's Easter Sunday and she's cooking a ham. Y'all, if y'all heard it, just humor me. She's cooking a ham and her 3-year-old daughter is watching her cook. You know, like little girls do. And as she cooks her ham, she cuts almost half of it off and she throws it away. And her daughter says, "Mommy, why did you just throw that in the garbage?" And she says, "Well, honey, that's just how you make it. That's just how you do it. That's how you make it taste like grandma's." And she said, "But why do you have to throw a half?" Because you know kids won't stop. "Why do you have to throw a whole half away?" She goes, "Well, honey, I don't know. You ask it to me. You know what? If you want to know, go ask grandma in there," right? So the daughter goes to ask the grandmother, "Grandma, mommy told me to ask you, why did she just cut off a whole half of ham and throw it away?" So the grandma says, "Well, honey, that's how you make it taste good." And she says, "Well, mom said to ask you, is there another reason?" She goes, "No, that's how my mama did it." So the little girl, still dissatisfied with these answers, said, "Well, I just can't understand why you throw a whole half away." And so she says, "Well, let me call my mama and you can ask your great grandma." So they get the great grandma on the phone and they say, "Great grandma, I just have to know, my mommy just cut off a whole half of ham. My grandmommy said that she doesn't know why, it just makes it taste good. But we're going to ask you, why do you do that?" So the great grandma said, "Oh, that's because at the time when I was cooking the ham, that was what we had to do to make it fit in the oven. We had these little old brick ovens that were this big, and in order to make my ham fit, I used to have to cut it off." Right? So then the grandma said, "Oh dear, that's why you did it?" Then the daughter, right, the little girl's mom says, "Oh gosh, well, our oven's this big." So my point is I don't even know how it was relevant, but my point is that some people just do things because that's what they were always told. They don't know better. But the reality is it pays to ask and it pays to change. Just because you've always done it that way doesn't mean that you're not at liberty to change it up. And I say this with love. I'm going to say this. When I first started out my business, I promise you, I thought the right thing to do was to be the expert. I thought I was doing a service to people by being the expert, because we are taught in our community to grow up and be good at something, you know.
And that's how you made that story relevant. I knew you was going to bring it. See, I counted on her to bring it back.
It's an unagi trait. But my point is, though, is I wanted to be a coach and I wanted to be the one. You can't grow and be the one. You have to develop leaders. And that so many people just want to be the leader. You have to develop other leaders. A good leader will develop other leaders. And that's what this guy was saying to me. And I'm gonna close my part with this. When that guy told me he wasn't impressed, he wasn't necessarily saying, I'm not impressed with your knowledge. He said, "I'm not impressed with your business model because I give you 2 years with that small stinking thinking and you're going to burn yourself out. You've created yet again a job for yourself. You left a job to create a job. That's not entrepreneurship." He said, "You're going to burn yourself out because by you being the expert, you're going to have to give so much of yourself and your time, and you're going to have to be customizing this, that, and the other. Why don't you create a system, a methodology that allows other people to be the experts? You train them, you train and you travel. You don't have to do new customization unless you pay a premium for it." That's the real business model, is to create a fleet, an army of other leaders who understand how to be empowered and be the chief architects of their own vision. And I want to implore you and ask you all today, are you in a position where you are building leaders? Yes, you're good at what you do. Yes, you have a technique. Yes, you are amazingly remarkable, but is that going to survive when you're gone? Are you creating a legacy to give, to pour back? You can't take that with you when you leave here. What will you be remembered by? Are you operating from abundance or fear?
Well, that can go on to a whole nother category when you talk about abundance of fear. Mm-hmm. Abundance of fear in your business also relates to how you interact in your business. What risks do you take inside your business? Are you, well, I can't get that marketing program. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a marketer.
I feel you, to Kenya. No, I know you're not.
But are you you basically saying that I can't afford that marketing program to scale my business higher, so I'm going to operate right here because I don't know. I don't know when my next invoice going to be paid. You know, the business kind of been slow, so I'm a little scared here. I don't know what next month look like. You know, I once heard a story of a lady. She was an entrepreneur. And she was saying,
we're coming, Terry.
All entrepreneurs ride a roller coaster ride when it comes to, you know, income. And she said, but one thing she do religiously every month, regardless of what her business says her income look like, she writes out all her checks to her bills and place them in the envelope and place them on the table to be mailed out, regardless of what her projection look like at this moment in time. They can't see my muscles way down now.
Good, honey.
But, you know, so really with your business, you need to operate in your business as if you are an incorporated business, LLC, starting off, it doesn't matter. You need to picture your business just as big as any other corporation or LLC that you walk inside of. You should not be small thinking and calling yourself a CEO.
What's the word for today? Peter needs to know we're overdue on that word. Abundance.
Yes, we'll do abundance today.
Abundance.
Okay. Abundance.
That could be downloaded.
You got to give it a little bit.
Well, that's your role, baby.
They like that on to the end of abundance.
Dear God. Okay.
Abundance.
It can be downloaded for 99 cents at our website.
Your abundance.
That's a ringtone that you can purchase.
Your abundance.
Okay, honey.
Your abundance. Your abundance.
Honey,
your abundance.
Back to.
And what's his name? That's Mr. Brown.
I don't know.
You know, this is your daddy.
Okay.
You never heard that?
Honey.
But that's funny. But
no worries.
That is so funny.
Yo, daddy. Right.
But no, abundance of fear. But you know, if you operate your business, everybody calls themselves a CEO.
Ooh.
A CEO of what?
A CEO of what? Of your business.
So therefore, do you think of your business as a CEO of this little teeny business?
Or
when you say that, do you imagine that you walk in the room, I am a CEO of my business?
Let me tell you something. Every time, great way. I want to say, Terry says being an expert is like being the thumb on a hand. It is the only finger that can freely reach out and touch the others without assistance. Good way of putting it, from Alpha Success. Yes.
And, you know, speaking of that,
Speak on it, baby. Speak on it.
With my prior business before, you know, we did the merger. My business was incorporated, registered with the state. You know, it looks just like a Walmart.
On paper.
Yes, on paper. So therefore, when I meet another CEO, I shouldn't.
You don't have to duck down and be intimidated. Oh, no, you will not.
Yes, I own such company. No, you need to stand up strong. Fear or abundance.
Fear, abundance. I want to say this real quick, too. You said something that was key, and I want to bring this back to our audience today. And audience, if this is blessing you, if this is helping, if this is shedding any light, give us some thumbs up, give us some love. Let us know that this is really hitting home with you. One thing that I will say is when I was working and I was a hiring manager, I remember there was a program that was an internship program. And the internship program, we got to choose, you know, who we wanted to hire and bring in. And I ended up hiring a gentleman, and I can't even remember his name now, but I hired him. And so he came, Dedrick. And Dedrick knows I tell this story now when I'm doing my speaking too. Dedrick was hired, and when Dedrick first came to work, day one, at a Fortune 500 company, very professional. It's a privately owned company. They do very well. Dedrick showed up, and Dedrick had on, I guess you guys call it a polo. It's like a polo shirt. They were nice pants. And Dedrick was all of 22 maybe, right? But you know, I had boys at that time that were like 19, 18. So 22-year-olds don't intimidate me at all. So Dedrick comes to work. Now I'm in a suit, right? Dedrick shows up. We shake hands. And Dedrick's, the first thing out of his mouth is he says, how you doing? I hope that I'm dressed okay. I hope this is fine. And me in my mouth, because I can be honest, he looked nice. He didn't look bad. So I said to Dedrick, and I posed the question back to him. I said, well, Dedrick, how you look depends on what you want to get out of this experience. I said, so for example, I said, I think that you look fine. But today, what your dress code tells me is that, hi, I'm a worker. My name is Dedrick, and I work for Tia Kref. I said, but your dress code could tell me, hi, my name is Dedrick, and I own the company. You don't tell me that you own the company today. You just tell me that you're a worker. So he was like, oh. I said, so if you are trying to tell me that I'm Dedrick and I own or will one day own a company like this, you'll dress differently. Tomorrow, you'll come with a collared shirt and a suit and tie. Guess what? For the next, I promise you, the next 90 days, all through the summer, Dedrick was suit and tied. And today, I'm going to just tell you the success story. Actually, you could look him up, Dedrick Silver. He's a good friend of mine. I was the first one to let him into the corporate world through, accepting him. Dedrick now has a house, a brand new house, and he's in his early 20s. Dedrick is always traveling the country. I think one of his posts just said, what country will I travel to next? Dedrick has a prestigious permanent job with the company, or career, should I say. He's a very astute man. He may even be a manager now himself. And I would like to believe it is because the whole time we worked together, I sowed seeds into Dedrick. And I purposely made him do things that were not in his job description. Because I wanted him to be agile, flexible, get comfortable with change. Because leaders, I almost feel like I was building him up to be the CEO one day. And perhaps the CEO of his own business. And so today, Dedrick is doing well. Y'all look him up. I believe he's a major success story, and he's under 24, I think. So anyway, so that was just something, when you said how you're dressed and what you look like, that reminded me of that.
Yes. Well, you know how important it is with the mindset nowadays of operating inside your business. You remember Quail. Quail, my son, 10 years old, his class had a project. You remember he came to us and he said, I don't know what to do because I'm going to be the CEO for this company. And for a day, what the class did was they had CEOs and workers, and they actually worked that whole day in that position. My son told me he had to he had to sign time cards and different things of that nature in class as 10-year-olds. I thought that was such an amazing thing. But
so Peter asked a good question. Peter said, do we dress to impress or dress for who we are? So I'll answer my perspective and then you answer yours, okay? Is that cool? Good morning, Yolanda. So Peter, here's the deal. Since Dedrick is on my watch, he doesn't own his time, right? I don't care who Dedrick is. And if you need a paycheck from this company and you are subscribing to this company, then unfortunately part of working for someone else is you have to subscribe to their mission, their standards, and their model. Now when you get on the other side and you become an entrepreneur and you own your own time, you own your own mission, you create the opportunity, you can dress however you like. I know entrepreneurs who dress for the part. Demario, you're a digital marketer. You're like, listen, I'm not putting on no suit and tie if I don't have to. Right, so that's my perspective.
But I do love sports coats and that, but that's about as far as I'm going to go with that. But also, that comes for me. That came from the military.
Right.
After 10 years of dressing how somebody else told you that you needed to dress, once you free yourself from that, you just like
you get to.
I'm rocking a T-shirt today. You know what I'm saying?
So,
but also mindset. One thing I want to just bring up.
Yes.
We got some new accounts, doing some new things.
We do.
New energy and everything.
Yeah.
So the first thing I thought about doing?
What?
Is getting new notebooks.
Yes.
And new pens, new everything. You said, Demario, what? That doesn't make sense. Yes, it does.
It does. Newness,
energy.
Yes.
I don't want to contaminate my new clientele with something that I might have thought from an old.
Ooh, that old
situation.
energy.
Yeah. Every new client gets a new situation.
I love it.
I don't care if I use one sheet inside of this for that client, but I'm giving something new.
You said something so powerful, my love, and that's why I love you, my king. You're so good at what you do. You good.
We can't do all that on camera.
We'll be back. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, you said something so good. You talked earlier about attraction, and I want to be very honest with everybody. Abundance or fear is really a mindset, and what will happen is if you have the mindset of abundance, you will attract abundance. If you do have the mindset of fear, whether you try to or not, you will attract fear. For example, I'll never forget, it was so deep to me. I remember a guy told me there were two people that I didn't want to meet, right? This was back then. This was so bad. But in my 20s, I had a lot of growing to do. So I remember telling this guy, and I think he was like my studio producer, because I had a bout with music, trying to be the next Jill Scott, me. Anyway, so, but I was in this studio and there were two people, and I remember saying, I don't want them to meet. And he said, why? I said, because I know that if they meet, I had this whole thing in my mind, this whole reason. It was a girl and a guy. And I knew if they ever met, right, that they would hit it off, like each other, and he would ruin her life. I had this whole story. So I remember telling the guy who was not in the story at all, he was just somebody I was talking to, I said, yeah, I really don't want to schedule my next meeting when he's here and she's here, because I don't want them to meet. And he said something so powerful, because what I was really saying is fear, right? I had a fear of something not wanting to happen. Do y'all know he told me, just because you think like that, they're gonna meet? He said, you got to be careful. The very thing that you don't want to happen will be the very thing that you attract if you're not careful. Because you don't want them to meet, they probably will. And I thought,
and it's going to be successful.
Well,
that's called The Secret. Y'all ever watch The Secret?
You got it. Well, because then I'm going to talk about us in a second.
Yeah, I was thinking the same
Okay, you can talk. But my point was that you got to be careful, because when you start, or if you think from a place of fear, that fear oozes. It's inside of you and it comes out, whether it contaminates. And it attracts fear. And so the very thing you're trying to avoid is the thing that you will cause to happen. Okay, honey. Thank you for the effects.
It looks good on the camera.
It does look good. But so the very thing that you are trying to avoid is the thing you will attract. Be careful with that. Even if it's your man. Oh, here's another one. Women, I know y'all won't, they're not going to admit this, but I'm going to just say it. I know women who don't want their man to meet certain friends. I know women who want to still hang out with that friend, but they don't want their man to meet the friend because they don't like the friend meeting the man. And so what happens is they try to keep the two separate. And then when you do that, you're actually going to attract the opposite. They're going to end up meeting somewhere at Publix supermarket. She could say, ain't you Jennifer's husband? Yeah, I am. I'm Mike. How you doing? You just created that with fear. So here's the reality. If you have a girlfriend in your circle that you don't want to meet your man because she's trifling, she probably needs to not be your girlfriend, right? Be careful with the mentality and the mindset. Y'all know, I'm getting love. Because women,
y'all got some problems. Men, we don't have, you know why we don't have the problem? Because we automatically know.
If I can't listen,
I automatically know that I look better than all my friends.
Oh, honey, would you come?
And that's
I thought
on
you was
purpose.
Gonna say something deep and profound.
No, it is deep. Men know not to have other men that look better than them.
But okay, I don't know. Okay, so my point is, so ladies, y'all know we've all been there where there's a girlfriend over here. We don't want the man to meet. You're gonna cause the very thing that you don't want. Be careful. But with the same thing, if you operate from abundance, which is what I've started to do, every time I'm doing something, I ask myself, am I putting myself as the expert here? Or am I making it possible for other people, right, to master the training? This is why I remove the word coach from seriously, I moved the word coach. Now on my business card, you will see speaker, trainer, consultant. I'll speak on it. I'll train you how to do it so you can know what I know, and then I can consult so I can help you create something about what I've trained on. All right, so I'm really moving away from coach, because coach still means I'm having to guide you through. I want you to be empowered. I want you to know how. I want you to be able to do it without me. Okay, that's the real power of it.
But also a fear. Terry, I got you, brother. You know that's an alpha male thing. A's come before B's. We already know. We already know. You know what? She can walk around any man she wants. I know they like her like that, but am I worried?
Okay, look, y'all, you probably got Sheila's whole staff cracking up.
But anyway,
you are terrible, honey. Fear.
Another thing of fear.
Yes.
As an entrepreneur, this is gonna really hit home for some of you. Mm-hmm. Fear will have you go back to a job.
Oh, what did you say, boy?
Fear will have you go back to a job. The fear of, can you do it? Will it work? Oh, I didn't get the income that I thought I was going to get this month. But, when you quit that job at first, you believed so hard in that idea. You was like, oh, yeah, girl, we're going to do this, man. I'm doing this. I'm building this. And as soon as it doesn't look the way you think it should look, and the time frame that you think it looks that way, now you want to go back to a job. And now you got all kinds of excuses. Well, I'm just going to go back to work until I can set this business up better. Or I'm just going to go back to work because, the car payment is due.
You better say it.
I'm hungry. Guess what? When you starting your own thing, you got to go hungry.
Listen.
You got to go hungry. You got to show how bad you want it. If you let the fear of not having stop you from having more, you don't need to be in business.
Wait. I'm getting excited up in here. Listen, let me tell you who gave me the best advice. LaPronda Span. LaPronda, if you out there, say good morning, say something. LaPronda Span, when I was starting y'all have to understand, I came from the corporate background, never missed a check, right? Good old corporate job, okay? I left to do this, and the sacrifice was real. I remember calling LaPronda, and LaPronda, I don't know if you're still on, but she joined earlier, and I said to LaPronda, I was like, I don't know, LaPronda, I keep my resume ready, because I get these good jobs. I can command what I want on that side, and this and that. LaPronda said, I'm going to tell you like this. And you know, LaPronda y'all need to know LaPronda Span. She is a nonprofit grant specialist, and she certifies your businesses to do government work. But LaPronda says, I'm gonna tell you like this, and LaPronda is not that friend that's like, oh honey, baby, sweetie, oh, like, no, she sounds like she's mad all the time, but she's very sweet. LaPronda said to me, she said, let me tell you something. You're either all in or you're not. She said, it's not until you get all in that you're going to get where you need to get. And so I'm listening. She said, and for me, what that looked like is if I have to move in with my sister, if I have to do this, if I have to, whatever I have to give up, when I had the mindset that I don't care, come hell or high water, I'm not going back. I'm all in. That's where you need to get to. And until you get there, you completely sell out, if you will, to your own dream. You are not all in until you are willing to lose whatever you have to make this thing happen, and you owe it to yourself. You're not all in. So if you're a wantrepreneur, right? If you are if you're a fair weather friend, right? Then you need to go ahead and be out now. Get out, because this ain't for you. When she said that to me, I said, lose the house? Look, I'm like, move in with me? That's real.
Because some of y'all, some people's lives are attached to their W-2 mindset.
Oh!
So you can't have a 1099 mindset still trying to hold on to the things that you had when you had the W-2. Not saying that you can't get those things back, but some of those things got to go.
Say it.
It's got to go. You know.
Say it. Tammy said, when I started my home care business, I continued to go back and forth jobs due to fear. It wasn't until I decided to go full-time in my business that it took off.
Exactly, Tammy. Rockstar Tammy, I'm telling you.
Loving it, Tammy.
That is exactly how your mindset got to be.
Love it.
You have to be willing. I know how to slice a noodle pack 4 different ways to make it last all day.
You better say it.
You know
abundance or fear?
Abundance. 10 years entrepreneur. I'm not clocking into nobody's job. You know, when I went to work, I got out of the military, and I had to run in the restroom, and I had to ask the manager, could I leave that line to go to the restroom? I said, man, please. I told everybody that day, I said, I'm leaving here. They was like, when? I said, lunchtime. They was like, everybody looking like, yeah, right.
He's about lunchtime,
yeah, lunchtime. I was going to give them the lunchtime. I was just going to walk out. So at lunchtime, you know what? When everybody was going to the little table with their food for 30 minutes, I was doing the peace sign.
I know
and I did not come back begging nobody for it. You know, I'm telling you. Because whatever you make an hour, a month, or a year in that W-2 mindset, then if you're going to go into business, then try to match it up.
Do the same thing you did.
Or if you can't match it up, downsize the unnecessities. I ain't say necessity. I said unnecessities. I'm going to create that.
Yeah.
Unnecessity. Downsize over here so you can have abundance over here in your business. Guess what?
Sacrifice.
Guess what, women? You really didn't need 100 pair of shoes.
You about to talk about it. I know you are.
You don't need all them shoes. You don't need to go shopping all the time. You don't need to have Starbucks coffee. Go buy some doggone coffee. Well, you know, buy it and make it in your own cups. Do whatever you got to do.
I was reading to Kenya's thing.
Watch that. No, I got you. I was grabbing a pretty pinky.
Oh.
Do whatever you got to do to stay inside your business, because for every business that you work for, walk into, or shop from, somebody had to make a sacrifice for that business to be there.
To Kenya, first of all, to Kenya, I'm serious. You and I need to talk immediately, because I got something good that I think we could work on together. To Kenya says, I work with lots of students in the local beauty schools, and I tell them all of the time, you are your own boss. I love to Kenya already. So to here, babe, can you hit the thing, because I mess it up every time when I'm trying to read it. Yep. Okay, so that's okay. So many of them are afraid to step out on faith. All right, so she tells them all the time, you're your own boss. Okay, Wait, Kenya, we're going to get together after this. I want to say this and then we can wrap up because I don't even know what time it is, honey. We had the word today. But this is what I was going to say, you guys. This is how I knew. God is basically telling me, Dawn Nicole, you're unemployable. You're unemployable.
Because you won't get the job.
You're not going to get the job.
I don't care how many times you go apply.
Here's what happened for me, and this is when it got real. This is when it got really, really real, you guys. If you don't get nothing else, this is going to just be crazy right here. I remember getting to a point where I was trying to sneak, right? I was trying to ease back into the job market for a second because that money used to be good, them high 6 figures, right, for what I used to do. So I went back, I get on the phone. And I'm having a private conversation that I don't want nobody to hear with the recruiter. And I'm talking, and I was like, yes, and I created this, and this. And I'm just, just really selling my accolades. He was like, oh, this is so good. This is so good. Now, I'm pitching for this job, and I can't even remember how much it was, but it was good, right? And at the end, he stopped. He said, with all due respect, why on earth would you want to come back? He said, I'm not trying to be funny, but with all the things you've created and you've done and you're so influential.
You love the website too.
I can't believe you would want to come back. I would never come back if I was you. With what you've done and what you have, I would keep going. The recruiter said that to me. And I was trying to be secretive about the situation. And that's when I said, okay, God. And I said, you know what? You have a good day. He said, no, but I'll still send you an invite because, for him it's a commission. Right? But the recruiter who has no vested interest in telling me to keep going with my entrepreneurial dream says, are you crazy? Look at what you've done. I would never leave if I was you, but okay. And at that point, I dissed him the rest of the way. I never showed up to any, and life goes on. My point is, God has a way of keeping you on track. You become unemployable and you become growth focused. And so the real question that we're going to leave you with again is abundance or fear. And the word for the day is abundance.
Yeah, okay. I messed that all up. But I'll tell you what, because I was thinking.
You was somewhere else.
Let me tell you, I'm going to leave him with this right here.
Leave him with that, babe.
The abundance side of it is determined by you. It's not determined by no one else. It's not determined by what you're seeing on TV or, the flashy things. The abundance is determined by you. Yes. How you feel about it. So don't let nobody else say, well, your business must not be doing good because I don't see you rocking those red bottoms like you used to.
You better say that. You just hit somebody.
Yeah, I just hit somebody because you know what? The person that said that to you, tell them that Demario said, go clock in. Go clock in.
I can't. I can't.
What your time sheet said this week.
Stop it.
One guy came up to me, and this is great. Guy came up to me. Because I'm from an area that, you go do something on your own, they look like, you stupid.
Right. There you go to Kenya.
The guy said, how do you wake up every morning not knowing how much money you going to make? And I told him the same way you wake up knowing exactly how much you going to make. Per hour.
And that's
no matter what you do, per hour. You can't get nothing else.
That's it.
And I'm not saying that it's bad to have a job. I'm just saying it like this. If you have a job, don't down the person that's out there grinding.
Right. The person that's grinding for themselves.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's right.
And then for the people that's grinding, don't down the person that has the job. Because at the end of the day, it's a balance sheet. Yeah. We need people that don't want to own the company. Everybody can't own the company. I'm sorry. We talked about that.
Yeah, to Kenya, we're talking after this.
So therefore, that's your word of the day, abundance. Yes. And abundance is inside your mind. Yes. Plant the seed on how you want to feel throughout the day and what do you want to accomplish. Yes. Make it your own rules.
Make it your own.
Your laws.
Yes. I want to, and I really don't even need to say nothing else after what you said. So Terry says, don't worry about your income, worry about your impact. Very true. Very, very true. I want to say this real quick because this is kind of on my heart to say. A lot of people feel like millionaires look a certain kind of way, right? Or innovators. When they see Steve Jobs and Bill Gates and they see all these people who quote unquote made it, right? And now they're known for something, okay? Some people look up at that and say, wow, look at them. That will never be me. I want you to know that there is nothing that they have or had that you don't have. I don't care what slum, ghetto, where you come from. It all starts with a vision. It starts with a vision. They once had a vision. You have a vision. There's no reason why they can do it and you can't do it. And some of those same people that I made, one of them, you even told me, got his car repossessed. He tried to hide it in the garage and they came and got it.
And he tried to hide the car in the garage, put the door down, and back his other car up to the door.
And they still came and got it.
They came and moved the car, lifted the door up. Pulled his
I can't remember which million that. But
it's a lot of millionaires out there.
It's a lot of them.
They had to go through that transitioning.
But my whole point is, people on the other side, when you haven't been there yet, and you're looking and you're aspiring, I know what that's like to look over the fence and say, I want to do that. That's what I want. How come, why not me? And I'm telling you, it can be you. It is you. They look like you. They put their pants on the same way as you. They don't have anything different. It starts with a vision. If you have a vision and then you have a plan, which is the part that we help you do, there's not anything you cannot achieve. So I just have to say that for somebody, because somebody's struggling thinking that I want it, but I can't get it. I can't touch it yet. Why can't I get it? You can get it. You can get it. It's already yours. It's just waiting to be unlocked.
Let me tell you something. I'm sorry. We just going to drop all kind of nuggets today. People that look like money have problems, because the people that really have money that don't have no problems don't look like money. A lot of the millionaires I know wear cut-off blue jeans shorts and ride around in rust bucket cars.
Yes.
Trust and believe that.
Yes.
People that really got it and have no worry in the world is not concerned by how you think they look.
Right. Don't be fooled, y'all. We love you guys. We went, I don't even know what time, but it feels like we went long today. Thank y'all for rocking with us. We appreciate you so much. And until next time, stay on the grow with Dawn, Nicole, and
Demario.
Love you. Bye-bye. Okay, this always happens. Oh, my God. I can do it.
See, she can't even hit the button.